Okay, sekarang ni kita tengok the overview of poverty in Malaysia. According to the EPU or Economic Planning Unit in 2015, between 1970s to 2012, the incidence of absolute poverty is defined as using national absolute definition decrease almost 50% of the population in 1970s to 0.6% in 2014. Means that for them, okay, they are reduced, decrease in terms of the absolute poverty, yang di-define lah, maknanya daripada 50% 1970s to 0.6% 2014, which is like kalau kita dengar macam wow, it's a very good achievement, And according to the UNDP, okay, is that Malaysia is one of the countries with the smallest incidence of poverty in Asia Pacific region. Okay, they claim that Malaysia is one of the countries that have smallest incidence of poverty in Asia Pacific region. Okay, kita akan tengok dulu. This is the definition and reported by the UNDP. Okay, and there are 4 areas that should be taken into account when the Malaysian government looking in terms of how they analyze the poverty. Number 1, they will look at in terms of the urban-rural divide. I mean, how many portion or percentage of the rural-urban in Malaysia. They look at in terms of the differences between the ethnicity. And number 3, they look at in terms of gender dimension, and also they look at into the household size. So these are the 4 areas that was taken into account when they analyze poverty in Malaysia. Okay. Actually, we have a few policies, okay, that try to reduce poverty and disparities in Malaysia. Kita dah belajar banyak polisi, okay, polisi pemakanan dan sebagainya, on food policies. But this one, we look at on the policies in terms of how the government try to reduce the poverty and also disparities in Malaysia. We started with the 1960s, okay, to 70s, where we have what we call pre-national economic policy or NEP. Okay, so during this pre-NEP, this was the first Malaysia plan. Okay, this is just a 4 years plan, a 5 years plan, which during this time in 70s or 60s 70s, during they look at in terms of the land development and in terms of the rehabilitation. Okay, and when we started 1970s to 1990s, okay, then we have new economic policies. That was the pre-one, where we have the first, the second, okay, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth of Malaysian plan. Okay, and during this time, of course, all the policies, the focus is untuk poverty alleviation and strategy and initiative. During this time, they continued focus, our economic policy focus on the agriculture and also rural development during that time. Okay, then during that time, the creation of the scholarship for low-income families, they look in terms of textbook loan scheme and also the settlement for orang asli. Okay, starting 1990s to 2000, they focus more on national development policy. Just like more the economic policy. This one more development policy, where they come out with the 6 Malaysian plan or also with the 7 Malaysian plan. During this time, they focus on the hardcore poor, or we call as the PPRT. Perancangan Allah Akbar, the PPRT. I forgot about the acronym. Okay, you can try to search what is the PPRT. So this during this national development policy, they focus continue with the program under the previous plan and the new economic policy, including the land settlement and also the expansion education training, and also during this time the national development, they try to get participation in the private sector in poverty alleviation programs. So this is the one that the 5 principles just now yang saya cakap tadi in the previous videos. Okay, and another 10 years plan 2001 to 2010, which is a national vision policy, where during this time we have the Rancangan Malaysia ke-8, the 8th Malaysian Plan, and also the 9th Malaysian Plan, where for this they are focused in terms of the poverty and alleviation strategies initiative. They focus on the special programs on Bumi Putra minorities in Sabah and Sarawak, which is in 2002. And during this time they found that what they call as a urban poverty, okay, atau kita panggil sebagai miskin bandar. So they target to the urban poverty, which are better monitoring in terms of poverty program, and of course they continued focus on the enhancing key skills and also enhancing in terms of the education for the vulnerable groups. So kita baru je habis new economic model, which is this year 2011-2020, where this is like the 10 and also the 11 Malaysian plan, and the 10 which is 2011-15, and then there are government transformation program, and they are 11. And during this time they are focusing on the B40. B40. So kalau you nampak lately there are many focusing on the B40 groups where they're reducing income and also wealth of B40 household. During this time, they are more focusing in terms of the increase the cost of living and try to strengthen the delivery mechanism to support the poor household. They extend the basic infrastructure including roads, water, electricity supply. They try to measure to reduce the school drop rate, because they found that makin lama they are increased in terms of the prevalence increase in terms of the rate of the school dropout. Increasing provision of affordable housings. There are a lot of rumah rakyat, okay, bantuan rumah rakyat, okay, affordable housing. Enhancing skills training and employment opportunities. And also during this new economic model, they try to introduce comprehensive social safety net programs. So you can see that every policies, okay, that tackle in terms of poverty and also disparities in Malaysia, there are different strategies they are focused, okay. So there are a lot of poverty reduction programs in Malaysia. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, this is the most programs that have been developed in order to tackle the poverty. Number one, they try to help, because we know that mostly the low income family comes from the farmers. Okay, the rural area where the source of income mostly comes from the agricultural sector. So what the government have to do is that they focus on the programs to help and to enhance in terms of the agriculture sector advance. Okay, strengthening the SME. Okay, we know the SME, the small medium enterprises, improving the welfare of the students. That's why there's a lot of programs. There's a lot of initiative in order to help the students. Last time, if you remember, they have the book coupon, the book schemes, okay, for the students, to ensure that no one is left behind. Everyone get the same, what we call opportunity to go to the school, okay, whether you are the OKU or whether you are the B40. And also improving welfare of the students. You can see now in terms of the government, they try to ensure that how many percentage of the recruitment, especially in the university, okay, must comes from the B40 families. Okay, strengthening the preschool educations, where they found that it's very important to strengthen the preschool education. Improving literacy and numeracy. It is very important actually when we are educated. Okay, actually it is very important that can help in terms of the future punya job. Okay, that's why this thing that it is very important to have this kind of programs, where at the beginning we have to look at the preschool levels. Okay, bukan dah focus on the adult. The adult maybe they are focused more kepada agriculture sector and etc. But the school, they have to focus in terms of the literacy, numeracy, because they want to align with the policies just now, where they want to decrease in terms of the rate of school dropout. Okay, increasing home ownership. That's why dia ada skim perumahan, skim perumahan pertama and etc. Rumah rakyat and etc. Expanding the public health facilities, okay, enhancing social safety nets, improving retirement schemes, and also microfinance. So these are all the examples in terms of how they can help to reduce the poverty in Malaysia. There's a lot, but this is the main thing that I can share with you. So the one that thing that your assignments, actually this is the part that we can add up in this list. Maybe you have your own idea on how to help in terms of poverty reduction programs in Malaysia. So this is the thing that kalau yang ada kena kat sini is good, but this is the thing that you can add up, okay, additional of the programs that you can propose in order to help the government to reduce the poverty, particularly in Malaysia.